Welcome back to the Weekly Dog Sports Betting Podcast Show. It's your boy M.Scott, the man Russian.
And I'm East Side in the middle of Taylor Street.
And we in the middle of I Heart Hoops. It's time for the W, man. We gotta say, man, I'm happy, man. W's up. I can't do the West Side sound. My paws don't be working right. I can't do all the sound right. Yeah, do it. Two hands one time.
Two hands for W. Probably throw up them W's.
Hey, the women be killing, man. I don't know. WNBA been lit a long time. A long time. Cynthia Cooper lit. Cheryl Swoops lit. You know what I mean? They like, it's been ballers. Weatherspoon lit, you know. And since she our coach, and you all know I be messing up the names. Yeah, you know I be messing up the names.
It's all good.
Since she our coach, and the record ain't been doing too good, but let me just tell you, our draft picks been doing well, and the team as a whole been doing pretty good, man. So shout out to the Chicago Sky. Y'all been losing games, but y'all making headway. And
it's
man,
entertaining too.
It's definitely entertaining. It's definitely entertaining. And I just want to shout out Angel Reese too, cause
shout out,
man, like you balling. She balling hard, bro. I think the campaign against the women not fair right now. Like, man, for her to be doing the things she doing, and like her odds on a lot of the books, they just really disrespecting her. I mean, they had that 6-1 plus 600 for her to be Rookie of the Year. It's really just a two-person race at this point. It's her and CeCe at this point. It's Angel Reese and CeCe, and I think really, you could give it to CeCe because they had a better record at the time, and they got the head-to-head victories. But Angel Reese been killing, and she a big man, and she an undersized big man, and she killing double-doubles. She breaking records with double-doubles. She scoring points. She carrying the scout on her back, man. So I got her for Rookie of the Year, man.
Man, that's I'm on the same boat. I mean, not only I might be a little biased, but just going based on the matchups. The last one, she had that 25-16, and she was improving. And then, like you said, 8 straight double-doubles, trying to go on 9. And now she's battling, her the craziest one. She's battling Asia Wilson right now. So, I mean, I'm just thinking about everything that she's been doing right now is just crazy, So she should be Rookie of the Year. I mean, Caitlin Clark only averaged 3 more points than her.
A few more points.
Just a couple more points. I mean, her rebounds and assists, though. She got 6 rebounds, 6 assists, so she's killing too. So it's real. It's actually kind of closer than what we really. It's close, but.
She ain't running away.
She's not running away at all. I think we halfway through, and we're about to see if we beat them the next time, it's gonna be based on that next game we have against them. It's another game I believe is coming up like in a week and a half.
We play them again. Well, we play them in Indiana.
No, we play them here. We played
Chicago?
the first 2 games in Indiana.
Oh, I thought that last game was just here in Chicago.
No, this last game we played them 3 times. We already played them 3 times. They beat us twice, and then we won the last game.
Right. Okay.
So we played them one more time, and we got a better record. So I believe it's gonna go based on who got the better record, and it's going to be Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Who's going to go to the playoffs?
Right.
Who won't be sitting at home?
Yeah. They definitely battling for that seat.
They battle for that AC. So that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I vision it. Like, seeing like at last game, it's going to come up down to those 2 to go to the playoffs. And that's who winning.
I want to say this too, man. Like, right now, women basketball at an all-time high. And it's at an all-time high for a reason. It's just entertaining. It's a better brand of basketball. But I'm going to get into it. But first I want to ask you, who the best player right now in the WNBA? Like, who got it on lock right now? MVP hands down, or is it a tight race?
Right now, the race is closer than what people think. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might think Asia Wilson might have it because she was just doing crazy numbers like that. She won like a 35, like rampage for so long.
She was looking like Shaq.
But her record, they've been losing a lot too with that. So right now, the girl in Minnesota, the young one, 27 years old, Nafisa Collier. You don't even know what I'm talking about. They 12-3. They've been beating on everybody, and she averaged a double-double.
Minnesota?
From Minnesota. She's 6-1. You know what I'm saying? Averaging 20 and 10. So
they just won the Commissioner's Cup. Shout out to Minnesota.
They've been beating everybody too.
They've
been beating everybody. They won the cup. They beat the Liberty. They beat the Aces.
I can't believe they beat the Liberty.
They've been beat down on everybody, and so I gotta show love to her, and I also gotta, like I said, Asia Wilson, we already know about her, but Kalia Copper, man, too. You gotta show her some love. She averaging 22 a game. you know, and this is her best year. That's why she made the Olympic team. You know, I gotta always show you love because you won me a championship. You know, you was MVP already, so they didn't recognize that. They gotta start giving her more recognition. You know, she already won the Finals MVP, and now she go to a whole nother team, and she in the league and she playing with Taurasi and Griner, and they leading the score. You gotta show us some love, man. You know.
Man, I think that team deep. They just got a lot of older players over there.
They 500.
So it's like
500.
they just want to make it to the playoffs. So they can beat anybody.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say A'ja Wilson is definitely the best player in the league. I can't even hate. Like, it ain't head and shoulders because like Stu got game. The girl in New York City. I don't know how New York lost to the Minnesota. Like it was just disappointing. It's like New York just got like a New York jinx on their basketball. Like it didn't link it over to the Knicks, then link it over to the Liberty, man. I just feel bad for New York because y'all should have won the Commissioner's Cup. Hands down, y'all had the best team. Y'all got a squad, so I don't really know what's up with that, you know.
Well, you know, the best team don't normally win. They always win that. You know, they tried this first year of it. Boston got knocked out, and they did what they did. So the Liberty they lost that. They did go up against Minnesota, and they 12-3 too. So it ain't like they ain't been losing no games really.
Yeah, they've been beating everybody. Minnesota been beating everybody. Connecticut been beating everybody. New York
still crazy.
Been beating everybody. I want to say Alyssa Thomas too. Her game, like if you look at her stat line, then you watch her play, like her stats and her game don't really mix. You know what I mean? It's a show. WNBA is a whole show. So them the best players, and that's what
it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of dogs in the WNBA. A lot of teams got players like Dallas got some dogs over there. Every team got cold players. CC and Angel brought the light to the game. The light is shining. The game been hot for a long time, and that's where I get to conspiracy. Dun 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 dun. Smack on conspiracy time. So my conspiracy is with the WNBA is that I believe the WNBA in the next 10 to 15 years is going to be actually a better league and a better brand than the NBA. Like I really like that's my conspiracy. For one, the women, the brand of basketball that they play is not prejudiced to the history of the game. Like NBA got a history of basketball that they stay true to. The Larry O'Brien Trophy, the history of the game, and they won't let the game grow. And they cater the game now since they trying to grow the game so much. They cater the game to European players, the Euro ball. Like Gilbert Arenas started that out, but it's a real thing, man. Like defense here in America, it's like it's if you play basketball at a high school, the number one thing is defense. Here, like offense is for the chosen few, but everybody gonna be a defender. Here, that's how it's taught basketball here. Euro, we don't really know if the basketball is taught that in that manner. It's more of a skill thing. So I feel the skills, but if they can't take the pressure, then they can't take the pressure. Like you can't water down the defense. I'm tired of seeing run and gun and a lot of three-pointers, and the WNBA ain't playing that style of ball. Like ball movement, two-point shots, mid-range game, all that stuff is in play in the W. They fundamentally sound. They pass the ball around, and the real cream is going to be the cream of the crop. You know, like the real teams in the WNBA win. It's a team game. The best team normally win. And on top of it all off, it's like they so liberal. They so ahead of the game. They like encouraging like gay marriages and all that within the women's league. So it's like with this new world that we living in, this transition world when it's like pronouns, it's gonna take one player to be gay and cold at basketball and be like, man, I don't even want to play in the NBA. I'm gonna play in the WNBA. You know what I mean? It's just gonna take one player to do that, and it's just gonna cause it's conspiracy time. I had to take y'all there. I had to take y'all there.
Off the weed.
I had to take y'all there one time. It's conspiracy time. I ain't gonna get too far into it, but that's where we at. Y'all think I'm reaching, but I just see the future. You know what I'm saying? Transgender men gonna be hooping all the time. So the WNBA is gonna be a safe place for talented ballers, and basketball not going nowhere. It's going to be a safe place. And right now, safe place and work environment matter. That old slave mentality, that's out the door. Like, you know what I mean? Like the buck breaking and all that, the men gotta be men. Like that type of mentality, that type of thinking over the world is kind of out the door. So WNBA is leading the charge, and then on top of that, it's less games. So you're going to play less games, you're going to make the same amount of money, even more, and you ain't got to deal with all you got to do is stand up and say, like, man, I don't want to hoop in the NBA, I want to hoop in the WNBA. You can pronoun me, whatever you want to pronoun me, it don't matter. You know what I mean? And that's going to change the game. So and that's my conspiracy.
You see that happening in the future?
I see that happening within the next 10 to 20 years. Next 10 to 15 years, I see somebody standing up and saying, I don't want to hoop in the NBA. Like, I'd rather hoop in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be, with the NIL money, these people already being superstars. See, a lot of people don't know about sports, so they can't look that far into the future. But I'm like, man, I got a telescope. I can see. It used to be water. It don't matter. All that's the old way of thinking. It's a man, it's still a man playing a woman. That's the old way of thinking. It's just gonna be a basketball league. It's gonna be the W still, because that's gonna separate the power, and it's gonna be a short league, and it's gonna be a player to say, hey, look, I don't want to play 82 games. I don't want to live up to, am I the next Michael Jordan? Am I the next LeBron James? I don't want to live up to that.
Be like Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, I want to be like Cheryl Swoops. I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Agent Wilson. And it's going to be a dude, he's going to be cold. And motherfuckers going to have to honor that.
Luckily, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's conspiracy. But that's it, man. That's the W, Joe. I hate to carry it off.
Hey, but one thing I got to say before we go to W, though, man. Hey, let's get some of these. It's bogus when Caitlin Clark come here to play and y'all charging all this money because of how many seats it is. Let's move this to the United Center. We got to get these games to the United Center. Like, it's going to be sold out, trust me. It's going to be, because Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese is going to be sold out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They are already selling out. The W was already selling out. I've been going to Sky games for the longest, so it's already been a great
Now you can't get a ticket at Sky.
Now you can't even get a ticket. Now it's $3,500 a pop. I used to get them boys for free. I got $3,500. What's going on? Like, go to the United Center, to the ones that want to pay $50, $60, all them rooms. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, I feel
Stop it. Let's get to the United Center. Play them games summertime.
Hey, like, subscribe, share for this content.
Man.
Sky, hey, I want to give my shout outs, man. We ain't got a lot of time left. First off, I want to say thanks to Jilla Beats. We in the orchestration, producing this pod. We had a great time. Shout out to We On Fire podcast.
We On Fire, the spot.
The spot. Shout out to Old Millie Old Head podcast for doing everything. Shout out to all the people that's rocking with us. We love y'all. It's the Weekly Dog. Don't like us, bet against us. That's it. It's the W. We ain't really giving y'all no stats for that. We ain't getting to the metaverse. We just got into the love of the game. It's I Heart Hoops. I'm M.Scott, the man Russian.
And I'm M.Scott, the man Taylor Street.
And we out.